Vitor, there you are. Welcome. Thanks for
Thank you,
joining
Sheridan.
us. And I just kind of gave a little brief intro, so I will take the back seat and give you the front stage or the main stage and let you share what you've prepared for us today.
Sure. Thank you very much, Sheridan. Thank you 2 times. In fact, I was supposed to come here on the last webinar. I couldn't, so thank you for bearing with me and letting me come. I'm not going to share my screen. Can you just make me my face? Can I have the talking head thing?
Absolutely. Let's give
Yeah.
you.
Bear with my talking head for a while. I'm just gonna take a few minutes of your time. Some of you might have heard of Pillar. Pillar is not a dev platform. Pillar wasn't a dev platform. Pillar is a wallet. We've been out since 2017. We're focusing on the Ethereum ecosystem. We've built the smart contract wallets and integrations, and we've been there for a while. Our team comes from a long line of research. Some people from the semantic web world, some people from the verified credentials world, and we've been trying to find a way, how do we best build customer-facing applications and this blockchain self-sovereign data world. And we've been doing this challenge for a while. We've been doing this challenge by ourselves. We're integrators, so we've been working with Ocean. We're integrating data tokens now in the wallet. We've been talking to plenty of other partners to bring integrations into the wallet. But this is an impossible challenge. You can't integrate everything that's common into the blockchain world. There's simply way too much. There's simple a myriad of solutions out there, and we really don't have the dev bandwidth to do that. But what we do have, and what we have built over the last year, is amazing tech to enable people to build excellent UX solutions. So what we've been doing and what we're looking for essentially is to enable last mile applications, so enable customer facing applications. With this, we built an SDK. I'm going to share you. That's the business website. Oh, sorry. Yep. And this is a long ass intro. Another talking head, but has a demo at the end. So we've been building this essentially massive SDK that enables any application to go ahead and use and build incredible UX. I'll take an example. If you've been watching this from the beginning, Elon from DAOstack was showing Alchemy here. And that's a great and well-built app. You can go to the website, you can poke around and actually see that that's really well built. On the other hand, when you pick a different network on MetaMask, everything reloads. Or if you actually want to do something like XDAI, you actually would have to type into MetaMask, and this just builds a terrible UX. What we've built a separate set of components that you can play around and poke, and you can actually play around with the API. You can play around and poke and build incredible APIs. Incredible apps. Mostly by separating a few things. So we separate the signer, the wallet, who is actually signing transactions. We separate the contract wallet, and we separate who's providing you Web3 resources. With this, for example, if you actually want to build an application that connects to, I don't know, XDAI, that connects to any other sidechain, connection to Scale, you actually don't need MetaMask to know what you're doing about, or in fact, you don't need to care if the wallet the user owns actually knows what XDAI is, because they're just using this to sign essentially messages, and we deploy for the user for a very cheap cost a series of smart contract wallets that, using some create2 magic, have always the same address on every EVM chain. So that's quite nice and neat, and enables us to build, for example, if you want to build an application that changes the network the user is targeting to, can just go and switch, and the wallet doesn't really need to know. So that's about it. I have my links here. Essentially, what we can also provide is, and what I'm made to offer on this, we've been on the application, like customer-facing application, for a long time. This is a new experience for us being dev facing. So we were all in. Uh, if you need any kind of help, my team is available. If you want to talk about design, UX, UI, my team is available. Happy to jump in and help and try to build friendly, amazing, beautiful customer-facing applications that are in no way more difficult to use than any Web2 applications. We want to bring the final customer into Web3. And if you have an idea or any application that might help doing that, we're here to help you. We'll provide you dev resources, we'll provide design resources, help incubate the idea later if you want to run with that. So yeah, if you're customer facing, we're the people to talk with. And yeah, I'll be very happy to help you. That's really all I have, Sheridan.
Well, I wouldn't be too modest. Thank you so much, Vitor, and obviously you've given us some food for thought, and it's great to know that you guys have so much emphasis on customer facing, kind of the front side of the Web3, if you will, making that more user friendly, that and accessible. That is very important. Obviously, that first contact and bringing people in and making that step easy. Um, I've asked the other speakers this before, and I know you touched on it as well. But in terms of what would excite you more, or the most,
Sure.
to see here, there are obviously lots of opportunities and lots of ideas. But which one of those, if you were to say, "Wow, that would be something that I personally would love to see,"
Sure.
is there something like that that you might be able to share?
Sure. To be honest, one of the things that interested a lot of is when you start talking to Ocean, and we talk to the guys at Streamer. Wow, it's nice to miss them again. Uh, is changing the relationship between customer and data, and all these technologies that involve distributed sets of data. They can not only be used like to buy and sell data sets, and that's an excellent opportunity. Don't get me wrong. But how do you build something that's consuming these data sets and is front facing to the user and allow users to either pick and choose their data set and pick and choose how their own data is being monetized? So essentially, yeah, any front facing application we'd be very happy to interact with.
Mm-hmm. Front-facing applications. Okay, very good. So you design, is that something that you put a lot of emphasis on when you would look at these submissions, or is it more?
The important thing, we have our own SDK, right? The one I just published.
Mhm.
So our evaluation criteria for the pillar prize is using our own SDK. And within that, yeah, that's we want to power and enable powerful UX, and that would be the main design criteria. And we're happy to help you get there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, no, very good. I'm glad you shared that link, and we'll certainly make sure that that's available on the Data Economy Hacker Guide as well, so that people can refer to that. And obviously, if they have further questions, they would reach out to you as well as the Pillar team. And thanks for making yourself available for participants that way too. Great, great. Any parting words? Obviously, we have about 4 weeks of the competition left, so people who haven't started may be thinking about it now. Any parting words you can have for someone who hasn't started yet um, from your side?
Sure, yeah. Be bold, and 4 weeks is a lot of time if you want to prototype something, and the magical thing about hackathons is actually both teams getting together and actually building something out of it. So that's really all I have, and I'm happy to support whoever wants to be supported.
Super. So, well, if you don't have any other parting words for today or for those who are catching up and watching this later, then I want to thank you for your time today, and thank you for those insights and obviously the links that you shared, which we'll make sure are available on the Data Economy Challenge site. And also thank you very much for supporting the Data Economy Challenge. It's great to have you guys with us, and we'll have some beautiful customer-facing interfaces coming out of all of this once things are said and done. Good. Vitor, well, thanks for joining us today, and look forward to being in touch.
Yes.
Bye-bye. Take care. So I will, before signing off, I just want to share a few more final tips and resources from our end, and that would be basically with respect to the Data Economy Challenge in general. Just a reminder, the URL and the website running the Data Economy Challenge through DevPost, so be sure to go and register there. We have Ocean Protocol Discord, where you can not only reach out if you have some kind of technical questions, but you can also find others to work with, maybe form a team, and connect with others who are also participating in the challenge. With respect to Ocean Protocol itself, we have extensive documentation, which would be a good place to start, as well as the repos that are available to you on GitHub. So be sure to check those out if you haven't already. Last but not least, the timeline. So we currently are in the beginning of December, so we have a little over 4 weeks left until January 10th, which is the last day of submissions. So there's ample time to either push forward with what you started, or even be inspired after today's session and start something today, so that you can be sure that you have enough time to get something in time for the submission on January 10th. So with that, I encourage you to register if you haven't already. Keep an eye on the submission deadline, and roll up those sleeves and start to get to work. There's lots of prizes, there's lots of exciting challenges, there's lots of opportunities. And obviously, we're very much looking forward to seeing the submissions and the creative submissions that the community comes up with. So thank you for joining us today, and very much look forward to being in touch on Discord, as well as all of our channels, and seeing some exciting submissions towards the end of the Data Economy Challenge in January. So that's it for me. Once again, thanks so much for the guest speakers we had today, and thank you for joining us. Take care, and onward. Bye now.